Stops play with 6:13 to go. Mac High again in the white uniforms. Harlingen South in the dark uniforms. This is the 5th game of the day. On the dribble is Gonzalez. Gonzalez swings it to the right side, and that's intercepted. On the turnover, Cameron DelAngel reached in and took that one away. Lady Hawks on the offensive end, working on the outside. Ashley Jo Garcia spins it over, now off the dribble. Nice pass inside for a layup that goes off the mark, no good. Missed by Ashley Jo Garcia. That ball deflected and picked up by the Lady Bulldogs. Gonzalez has it into a double team, fell to the ground. That one's out of bounds. The ball belongs back to Harlingen South. Just joining us, thanks again for being here with the broadcast. All our games on the website first, and then we have them on our social media as well. 5:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Harlingen South on the strength of 3-pointers by Jamie Embreeze and Aaliyah Guevara have the only points here in this game. It's South basketball, and they work it inside. Nothing there. Ball deflected, picked up. Another shot by the Lady Hawks. That one won't go. Another offensive rebound. That one won't go. Rebound finally secured by Celeste Sines for Mac High. Into the front court. That one's deflected out of bounds. Good recovery, Natasha. That's Aaliyah Guevara getting back to get a hand on that. 5:01 to go. South on defense. Mac High with the ball, still looking for their first points. We've played 3 minutes of this game. Lady Bulldogs will force that pass inside to Sines. That's caught. She goes to the baseline and gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Celeste Sines will head to the line. Sines, a 5'10 senior for Harlingen, for Mac High. Two shots coming up here. First one good. Foul was called on Cameron DelAngel, which is her first. Next free throw for Sines. Is no good, off the mark. Rebound by the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. 4:53 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Guevara off the dribble, takes it right side, lost her dribble, and a double dribble's called. Just enough defense to force the turnover. With 4:45 to go here in this first quarter of play. Full court pressure set up by Harlingen South. In the backcourt with it is Heaven Wilbanks. Wilbanks, nice pass to Sines. Better pass to the right side. They get it to Giannis. Layup good. Demarius Giannis on the finish as the Lady Bulldogs break the full court press. 4:29 and counting here in the first quarter. Lady Hawks back with the basketball. Guevara has it. On top, guarded by Giannis, given some room, stopped her dribble. Now gives it up to Gonzalez. Bianca Gonzalez at the free throw line, and that's made by Cameron DelAngel. DelAngel with her first points of the game and a wide open free throw jumper. Bulldogs break the pressure again. Wilbanks has it into the hands of Serna Cervantes. Gets it back in the hands of Wilbanks. That ball's deflected and stolen. Lady Hawks with the ball in the front court. It's Guevara. Guevara tries to force a pass down that left side. Off the fingertips of Bianca Gonzalez. Out of bounds it goes. Lady Bulldogs of Mac High with the ball. Just joining us, this is our 5th game coming your way from this House of Pain tournament. Day 1, we'll have one more to follow this. As Memorial takes on Laredo LBJ. And then, of course, tomorrow we're right back at it. 9 o'clock tip-off. Memorial takes on Edinburgh Vela. In the backcourt, the Mac High Lady Dogs with the ball. Bring it across the timeline, beating the pressure. Now Wilbanks attacks, got to the lane, and gets to the line. That'll stop the clock with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. And Wilbanks at the line. That foul was called on Mariana Lozano, which is her first. First free throw, a little short for Wilbanks. Lady Bulldogs 1 of 3 from the free throw line here at the start of this game. Wilbanks ready with the next one. Makes that 1 of 2 on the trip. Lady Hawks ball. Again, they started off with 2 made 3-pointers by Jamie Ambriz and Aaliyah Guevara. Here's a wide open baseline jumper that's easy. Lady Hawks with an easy bucket for Lozano. Her first 2, now a steal, and here's Guevara. Guevara to the free throw line. To a trailer. Set it back up. Guevara turns, faces up. 3:12 remaining in the first quarter. To the right side it goes to Ambriz in the corner, and out of bounds it goes. Off the hands of Ashley Jo Garcia. Gives it back to the Lady Bulldogs of McAllen. Pressure again, but they'll break it. To the right side, Camino. Layup goes up and in. Camino with the bucket, and Alex has her first points of the game. 4-point lead. Harlingen South with the ball. Work it to the right side. Nice move made by Gonzalez. Takes it all the way in and lays it in. Bianca Gonzalez with her first points of the game. Back come the Lady Bulldogs. There's Cervantes. Cervantes to the right side. Lost her dribble. Gets it out to a trailer. She gets it to Giannis. Giannis hands it off. 2:27 to go. Off the dribble. Nothing there for Wilbanks. Puts it on the floor again. Got in the paint. Shot it off the back of the rim, and it falls in. Wilbanks with the basket, and she's got 3 in the game. Cuts it back to a 4-point ball game. Harlingen South, this game has more of a flow to it as the Lady Hawks have the basketball. Lozano hands it off. There's a near steal, and it is taken away by Wilbanks. Wilbanks down the right side, and she lays it up and in. Wilbanks with the steal and the basket. She's got 5. Leads the team in scoring now. Cuts the lead to 2, and here comes Harlingen South. Lady Hawks with the ball on the offensive end. That's a forced pass at the free throw line. Tipped. Recovered, though, by the Lady Hawks. They'll set it up again, and they'll call timeout to talk about that very thing. Settling down. Minute 40 to go. First quarter. Hawks lead. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff. Great prices. Great cause.
Back here, we're ready to go after the timeout call by Harlingen South. Thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com for live coverage here of the House of Pain tournament, the 2018 version, well, 2017 version. We're close to 2018. Harlingen South ball after the timeout. They had it tipped into the backcourt. They'll recover it and bring it now up. More pressure defense now by McAllen after that timeout. It's straight up man-to-man, and that's going to result in a turnover. So South called the timeout, but Mac High made an adjustment and turned up more of the straight-up pressure man-to-man defense, and it results in a turnover. Lady Bulldogs now find a cutter. That's Gonzalez. Banker goes up, won't go. Rebound, Gonzalez got it back, put that one up, left it short. Rebound comes out, and the Lady Hawks control it. Gonzalez has the ball. Hands it off, and in the front court, they'll slow the pace. Dolores Mendoza runs the point. Hands it off in the left corner, cuts through. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Posting up was Lozano. Ball knocked out of her hands, but touched last by Mac High's Lady Bulldogs. 43 seconds left here in this first quarter play. Both teams won their first game in pool play. Both teams will have one more after this that'll be played tomorrow. As we wrap up pool play and head into bracket play, eventually taking us to the championship games on Saturday. 35 seconds to go as the Lady Hawks lose control yet again. Lady Bulldogs with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3, but there's a jump ball. We'll go the other way. Stops the clock with 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Harlingen South basketball out of bounds at the midcourt stripe. Mendoza throws it in, and Bianca Gonzalez will bring it across. Gonzalez, a sophomore, handles it to the right baseline, attacks now and shot it but missed it. Got her own rebound for a moment, has to go to the ground. Ball picked up, missed. Outlet pass, McAllen. Now they can hurry and get numbers. Here's Cervantes, lays it up. No, missed that one. Rebound taken down by the Lady Hawks. Good strength that time, and at the end of the quarter, Loris Mendoza with a good rebound to close it out. 2-point lead. Harlingen South leads McAllen. We'll be back with the second quarter after this, and this is RealSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
To making history. This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
My name is Ben Smith, and I'm the general manager at the Palm Beach location. The sales staff at Mott's can help you find the right materials for the job. We're experienced, friendly, and eager to help. With that DIY project you've been waiting to start, or that large order you need to fill fast, our experts can help you figure out what's best for you and your budget. And if you're waiting over your head, we can point you in the right direction. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Back here now, we're set for the second quarter to begin. It's McAllen with the basketball. Harlingen South with the 2-point lead. And Lady Bulldogs with the ball. And there's a whistle and a push-off away from the ball. And that results in a foul call. First team foul of the first half for the McAllen Lady Bulldogs. Harlingen South ball. They lead by 2. Right side pass to Mendoza. Mendoza goes strong to the right side. Laid it off. Missed it, though. That rebound, and then a block shot out of bounds as Celeste Sines sends that one out. 7:35 to go here in the half. Inbound play for the Lady Hawks. Another block shot by Sines. That rebound comes out long, picked up by the Lady Bulldogs. They want to run. Here comes Wilbanks down the left side. Shot it, missed it. A lot of contact and a charge called. Charge called on Wilbanks. Stops play with 7:26 remaining in the half. South basketball. In the backcourt, they'll bring it up. They led 12-10 at the end of a quarter. We're in the second. Neither team has scored yet here in this second quarter play. Mendoza has it. Puts it on the floor to the right side. Crosses over. Shaded defensively. Got the shot off. Missed it, but got fouled. Mendoza was guarded by Wilbanks. And coming over to help was Celeste Sines, and she'll pick up the foul. Free throw opportunity for Dolores Mendoza. Hasn't been to the line yet today. Makes the first. Mendoza ready with another. In and out, no good. Rebound, Demarius Giannis for the Lady Bulldogs. They'll beat the pressure down to Wilbanks. Wilbanks brings it back out to the top of the key. Left side to Giannis. Giannis hands it off to Wilbanks. Wilbanks gets it in the hands of Gamino. Over to Signs. Signs makes a strong move and finish with a banker. Celeste Signs, the senior, has 3 points. (13-12) is the score I've got. They change that on the board. There's a 3 that won't go. Rebound comes out long to the Lady Bulldogs. Quick pass ahead to Cervantes. Cervantes with a layup, but she missed it. Rebound offensive board by Giannis. Now she falls to the ground. The whistle blows. Another jump ball. It'll stay here. 6:07 to go in the half. Now they're going to change the possession there, and we'll go the other way. So they hadn't flipped that switch at the end of the quarter. Harlingen South basketball. Lady Hawks across the timeline to Guevara. Guevara hands it off to Ambrose. In the corner it goes. Now a nice cutter, and nothing there, though. Too far ahead of Ambrose. She saved it back in bounds. Mendoza has it. Mendoza dribbles it back to the top of the key. Guarded by Wilbanks. Gives it up to Ambrose. Cuts through. Second cutter. There's the delivery of the pass on the baseline. Nothing there. Backing away is Garcia. Pulls the trigger on the jumper, and it rolls in. Inside the arc, that's Ashley Joe Garcia. Garcia has a couple of points. The lead back to 3 for Harlingen South. Cervantes hands it off to Signs, gets it to Camino. Camino to Signs. Signs back to Camino. Camino on the right side. Over it to Wilbanks. Hands it inside. That baseline jumper is forced and missed. A lot of contact on that. A foul called. They'll call that on Gamino. She was going for that loose ball. For Gamino, that's her second foul. Yes. 15-12 is your score. That's correct. 5:10 remaining here in the half. Ball deflected out of bounds. Harlingen South on top, 15-12. Mackay with the ball. Mackay will launch a 3. That one won't go. Then the rebound goes in the paint. 4:39 to go in the half. It'll be Mackay basketball out of bounds. Camino throws it in to Wilbanks. Wilbanks to Camino. To Signs, back outside. Wilbanks makes a move on the baseline. Now pulls the trigger on the long jumper. Softly rolls off. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. On the dribble, Gabino laid it in. They'll wave off the foul. Or wave off the made shot, and it'll be a blocking foul. Stops play with 4:20 to go in the half. Inbound play coming up. Camino to throw it in. Looking for Signs. It's picked off, and here come the Lady Hawks. Jamie Ambrose backs it away. Now fires a pass inside. Layup no good. Rebound offensively. That misses. Rebound again, an offensive board. And this time the Lady Hawks will go back to the free throw line. That all started with the Ambrose pass right on the money. At the line is Bianca Gonzalez. Misses on the first. Second free throw coming up. From the line, Harlingen South, 1 of 3 as a team. Next one coming up for Gonzalez. Has scored 2 points in the game. Made that. 4-point lead. Harlingen South led 12-10 at the end of a quarter. On the dribble, Gamino. Gamino to Signs. Finds a cutter. Off balance shot. Misses by Giannis. Rebound Harlingen South. They get the stop. Now they've got the ball in the backcourt. Work it up the timeline across the midcourt stripe. Gonzalez handles it isolated. Right side to Ambriz. Ambriz swings it. And around the perimeter they go with 3:33 remaining. A baseline runner will go up and no good. Rebound Signs gets it in traffic. Outlet pass finds Wilbanks. Wilbanks takes it strong to the right side. Hands it off and a big step and a travel will be called on Giannis. She caught that thing in traffic. And there was just no way she was going to catch that in one motion and go up for a shot. Turnover gives it back to Harlingen South. Now a pass in the paint. Get it back outside. Baseline shot, that won't go. Misfired by Amber Lopez. Ball goes out of bounds. 3:02 remaining in the half. Inbound pass by Gamino to Wilbanks. Gets it back. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Wilbanks has it on the dribble. Gets it over to Gamino. Gamino on the left side to Cervantes. Cervantes to Signs. Survives back to Gamino. Off the mark on that one. Rebound taken down by Harlingen South. Quick pass in the front court for the layup and count that. Vanessa Santillan with the bucket. And it's now a 6-point lead. Harlingen South has outscored Mac High 6-2 here in the second quarter. Lady Bulldogs. Wilbanks finds Cervantes, finds Gamino. Back to Wilbanks. They give her room. Says thank you. Misses a three though. Rebound by the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. They want to run. Into the front court with it, Bianca Gonzalez. 2 minutes left here in the first half. On the blocks, get it back outside for an Ambriz three. Missed that one. Had made one earlier. Rebound by the Lady Hawks. Shot goes up inside. Good. Made by Ashley Jo Garcia. Minute 47 left here in the half. It's now an 8-2 run by Harlingen South here in this second quarter of play. Trying to end that and doing so is Demarius Giannis with a bucket. Giannis has 4. Minute 30 left here in the first half. On the dribble is Ambriz. Ambriz plays catch on the perimeter right now. Ball above her head, Ashley Jo Garcia gets it back to Ambriz. Lets it go for three. Answer no rim. Rebound taken down by the Lady Bulldogs. Off the dribble, here comes Wilbanks. Loose ball picked up by Harlingen South. Get it ahead to Ambriz. Lays it up and in. Jamie Ambriz, right player on the spot for that one, made the bucket. Under a minute to go. Mac High gets it to Giannis. Giannis is fouled in the front court. Stops play with 55 seconds left here in the half. Meanwhile, substitutions checking in. 3 new players in for Harlingen South. Brianna Gutierrez, Dolores Mendoza, and Aaliyah Guevara all check in. A couple of new players in for the Lady Bulldogs of Mac High. Natasha Butters checks in, and Serena Cervantes checks into the ball game. Inbound play, and that's going to be Cruz. She'll be called for a foul just as she checked into the game. 50 seconds left here in the half. 8-point game, Harlingen South on top. The second quarter has been instrumental in building this lead. They led by 2 at the end of the first, but have shut down Mac High here in the second quarter play. Lady Hawks on the attack in the paint. That jumper's on the way. Too strong. Rebound, offensive board. No good. Another offensive board. That one is no good. Rebound, and a whistle blows with 23 seconds to go. In this case, they'll call a foul on Aaliyah Guevara. Her first. Team foul number 6 on Harlingen South. McAllen with the ball, 17 seconds to go. Lady Hawks with the steal down the left-hand side quickly, and a shot's blocked, but a foul called, and there's going to be free throws coming up for Bianca Gonzalez. We thank you for watching here on RealSportsLive.com. Whatever platform you happen to be watching it on, there's 5 of them that we're bringing this game live to. The website, on Facebook Live, YouTube, Roku Television, and Apple TV. Bianca Gonzalez at the line. Free throw rolls in. Next one coming up. Gonzalez now in the game, has 4 points, is also 2 of 3 at the line. Spins that next one up, but no good. Long rebound comes down, and it's controlled by Aaliyah Guevara. Her pass, though, intercepted, taken away by Demarius Giannis, and here come the McAllen Lady Bulldogs with 3 seconds. 2, it's Wilbanks, got off the shot, but that will not go. 1 half in the books, and the second quarter belonged to the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. They outscore the Bulldogs 11-4 and lead at the halftime break. Hope you're enjoying the game. We'll be back in a little bit. This is from the House of Pain in McAllen Memorial. I'm Joe Bowling, and this is RealSportsLive.com.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Flooring Department has everything, with the largest in-stock selection in the Valley. You can find vinyl and ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, and vinyl flooring all under one roof. Our flooring experts can help you figure out what works best for you and your budget. Walk out with your floor that same day or get it delivered anywhere in the Valley the next day. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Mott's Lumberyard is one of the largest in the valley. If you need it, we have it. Everything from lumber, insulation, roofing, plywood, and sheetrock. After 45 years of business, we've basically came up with our own lumber philosophy that allows us to offer the best option to customers on any job. We know the area, we know the lumber, and most importantly, we know you. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of uncertainty. to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
My name is Ben Smith, and I'm the general manager at the Palm Beach location. The sales staff at Mott's can help you find the right materials for the job. We're experienced, friendly, and eager to help. With that DIY project you've been waiting to start, or that large order you need to fill fast, our experts can help you figure out what's best for you and your budget. And if you're waiting over your head, we can point you in the right direction. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. We start the second half, and right now the Harlingen South Lady Hawks with the lead, and they get a steal to start the second half, and away we go. Third quarter action has begun. Day one of the House of Pain tournament. This is pool play game number 2 for both of these teams, who are 1-0 entering this game. There'll be one more pool game for each team played tomorrow. Harlingen South led 12-10 after a quarter, and then outscored the Lady Bulldogs 11-4 in that second. Missed a shot there. Rebound comes out. Lady Bulldogs had it for a moment, but out of bounds it goes. Inbound play coming up. I saw Patrick Salvarez here from Channel 4. Was visiting with him for just a bit at halftime. Good to see the guys out here covering the games. Done it for 6 years, running up and down this valley at this time of the year, trying to get those highlights back. In and out of cold cars. Just about the time your car warms up, you're getting to the next gym. Appreciate the visit with each of these guys. There's a loose ball. Now a pass inside the paint, and that's knocked away. Stops play with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And Wilbanks took a pretty hard shot that time. She went down. She'll check out of the game for the Lady Bulldogs, who have the ball. Now who will handle the ball handling duties for the Lady Bulldogs. That ball is deflected, out of bounds it goes. Touched last by Harlingen South. 6:52 to go in the third quarter. Lady Bulldogs scored just 4 points in that second quarter. Get it in the hands of Signs. Celeste Signs hands that one off, nearly lost it. Got it back, and then the whistle blows. I'll call that foul on Aaliyah Guevara. For Guevara, that's her first, or check that, her second foul of the game. First foul of the second half, and there's a steal. And here comes Guevara down the left side, lay it up and in. Guevara with an easy bucket. In the game now, she's got 5 points. She and Jamie Ambrose with 5 each. 6:33 to go. Bulldog basketball in the backcourt. That's a turnover, gives it right back to Harlingen South. Lady Hawks can run away and hide here in this third quarter with a little bit of a run. It doesn't take a huge run to put this game, in essence, nearly away. Bounce pass on the baseline. Shot goes up and in. The Lady Hawks now lead by 13. That ball's nearly stolen. It goes out of bounds. The Lady Bulldogs are going to need Wilbanks back in this game. Bulldogs get it to Cervantes. Cervantes forced the pass for Signs. That ricochets off of 2 players out of bounds. Stay right here. With 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Lady Bulldogs to trigger the inbound play. Natasha Butter sets him in motion, gets it to Signs. Signs gets it out to Gamino. Gamino back to Signs, goes to work in the paint, splits a double team and got fouled. 2 shots coming up. Call the foul on Ashley Jo Garcia. For Garcia, that'll be got her for 1. And Celeste Signs will go to the line. Signs in the game, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Has 3 points overall. Rolls the first one off the mark. Second one coming up. As a team, the Bulldogs are 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Signs with the next one. Made that. 1 of 2 on the trip. That's the first points of the second half. For the Lady Bulldogs of Mac High, trailing by 12. Nice pass inside. Shot goes up, no good. Cameron DelAngel couldn't finish that. She got good position on the backdoor cut. And she'll step to the line. Free throw opportunity here. In the game, hasn't been to the line yet. Misses on the first. Lady Hawks from the line, just 3 of 7 as a team. Next one coming up for the senior, Cameron Del Angel. Missed it. 0 for 2 on the trip. Lady Bulldogs with the ball. Gamino in the backcourt. Handles it forward. Back in the game is Wilbanks. 5:33 to go. Wilbanks to that left wing. Top of the key, it goes to Gamino. Gamino gets it back to Wilbanks. Wilbanks, nothing there for her. Back to Gamino. And out of Signs. Signs tried to muscle her way through. Back outside for a three by Gamino, and that's in. Alex Gamino has 5 points in the game. The lead is down to 9 for Harlingen South. Ball nearly stolen. It is taken away, and here comes Cervantes to the right side, but she missed the layup. The Lady Hawks back with the ball. Gonzalez is sent to the ground as Cervantes was trailing the play. 4:53 remaining, and that's Cervantes' first foul. Inbound play coming up for Harlingen South. Throw it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez off a curl. Out to Ambrice. There's a three. That won't go. Rebound. A long rebound for Harlingen South. Guevara off the dribble. Foul called in the open court. That's on Wilbanks. That'll stop our play with 4:40 remaining in this third quarter of play. Non-shooting foul, third team foul. Shot off the mark on the baseline. Lady Hawks get it back. Outside to Ambrice, makes a move, hands it off, cuts through. Whistle blows away from the ball. Timeout called by Harlingen South from the sidelines. 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Harlingen South leads Mac High. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out HabitatRGV.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff. Great prices. Great cause.
Back here after the timeout, and thanks again for joining us here on RealSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling with you as the Harlingen South Lady Hawks with the lead and the ball. With 4:22 to go, and there's a steal, and here comes Serena Cervantes. Doesn't have numbers this time. Hands it off to Alex Gamino, and she's going to be fouled in the backcourt. Trailing the play, Ashley Joe Garcia runs into Gamino. It's called for the foul. Her second of the game. Team foul number 3 against Harlingen here in the second half. Gamino runs the point. Hands it off to Wilbanks, who takes over that duty. Spins it in the hands of Cervantes. Cervantes back to Wilbanks. Thought about a three for just a moment. Hands it off to Gamino. Gets it right back from Signs and lays it in. Signs with the assist. Gamino with the bucket. For Gamino, she's got 7 points. And the lead is down to 7. It was up to double digits here in this third quarter. Harlingen South missing a chance to put this one out of reach. Missed shot, but a foul call is going to send Cameron Del Angel to the free throw line. Del Angel back to the line, but this has been anything but automatic for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, or the Lady Bulldogs for that matter. Del Angel, free throw, good. Four of 9 as a team now from the line for Harlingen South. One here will get them to the 50% mark. Nothing doing. Signs gets the rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. They can trim a little more off of this lead. Gamino brings it into the front court. Hands it off to Wilbanks. Wilbanks guarded on top by Amber Lopez. Takes her to the left wing. Gamino with a catch, and she's going to be fouled. Guevara made contact. Guevara will pick up her third foul. 3:17 remaining here in the third. Wilbanks to throw it in. Just as the case was that Harlingen South had a chance to put this one out of reach earlier in this quarter, you feel with a bucket or two down the stretch here, Mac High will be here for the duration. Wilbanks off the dribble, got fouled, she'll get to the line. 3:04 remaining here in the third. And Heaven Wilbanks will step to the line. Wilbanks, a 5'6" senior for the Lady Bulldogs. Shooting two. First one good. She's now 2 of 3 at the line. She has 6 points. Guevara has to check out of the game with those 3 fouls. Ambrice will replace her. Wilbanks ready for the next one. Long got her own rebound for the Hawks got it. Dolores Mendoza came out of there with it. Nice pass ahead, and shot goes in by Del Angel. Good pass by Mendoza to Del Angel for the bucket. 9-point lead. Wilbanks gets it over on the left side. That's a near travel, it is. Cervantes call for the steps. And now the Lady Hawks can extend the lead back to double figures with a made basket here. .242 remaining in the third. Pass to the right side on the dribble. Handed off to Del Angel. Left wing Mendoza pulls the trigger on a 3 and rolls it off. No good. Rebound in the paint, and out of bounds is called. They'll say that Mac High was on the line, so it's going to be Harlingen South ball on the baseline. 2:24 remaining in the third. Lady Hawks get it in. Here's another 3, and that was blocked by Signs. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. Get it to Gamino. Gamino across the timeline, guarded by Del Angel. Top of the key to Wilbanks. Wilbanks back to Gamino. 2:09 to go in the third. Gamino veers left side. Between the circles to Wilbanks. 2 minutes left here in the third. Wilbanks on a clear out. Hands it off to Cervantes. Cervantes to Gamino. Whistle, timeout. Mac High wants to talk. The offense kind of slowed to a crawl right there, and they're going to talk that over. Back after this. Hawks lead by 9. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here after the timeout, Harlingen South. Lady Hawks break out of the huddle. They have a 9-point lead with 1:53 left here in this third quarter of play. Mac High Lady Bulldogs scored 10 points in the first quarter, just 4 in the second. Have scored 7 here in this third quarter. Meanwhile, Harlingen South scored 12, 11, and 7, respectively, down the line on the quarters played. We're in this third. Mac High ball. Camino has it on the clear out. Top of the key, it goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks makes a strong move this time off the glass on that shot. Rebound comes out to Ambrose. Jamie Ambrose for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. Brings it up, guarded by Cervantes. Takes her to the right side. Cervantes right there with her, step for step. Right side pass. Off the hands of Mendoza. Shot it, missed it. Offensive board. There's another block shot by Signs. That one goes out of bounds. Signs has about 5 block shots in this game, 3 of them coming here in this third quarter. Inbound play coming up for the Lady Hawks, and that one's thrown away. Mendoza was watching for the cutter, and indeed one came flying through there. That pass whistled right past everyone, out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs, another chance to cut into this 9-point lead, and now you're starting to look at missed opportunities on consecutive trips by the Lady Bulldogs to notch into what is a 9-point solid lead for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Wilbanks has it between the circles. Given some room this time by Lopez. Now spins it over. Now they go to Signs. Back to Gamino. Gamino, under a minute left here in this third. Possession arrow favors Harlingen South. So if the quarter were to come to an end, Harlingen South will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Mackay, Signs, has it go off her foot, and out of bounds it goes. Couldn't recover it. Turnover gives it back to South. Now we'll see if the Lady Hawks will take the air out of it here to close out this third quarter. Mendoza backs it out. Pass nearly stolen by Wilbanks. Lady Hawks get it in the paint. Off balance shot won't go. Rebound taken down by Demarius Giannis. Wilbanks has it for the Lady Bulldogs. Another opportunity to trim some off of this 9-point lead. Camino, top of the key. That's a good look from 3, and count it. Camino does it on her own that trip down. She's got 10, 2 seconds to go. Lady Hawks get it stolen by Wilbanks, and that brings the quarter to an end. Lady Bulldogs outscore the Hawks for the first time in a quarter, 10-7 in that third. Still trail by 6. Lady Hawks will have it as we start the fourth after this on Rio Sports Live.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, 2 teams talking things over. Harlingen South and the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. As we start the fourth quarter of play, this is the House of Pain tournament coming to you from McAllen Memorial's main gym in McAllen, Texas. December 28th as we're closing out the 2017 year and getting ready to roll out 2018. This is our 135th broadcast. Well, before the day started, we had 135 games in the books here on Real Sports. I did the numbers on where we're going for 2018 on a projection. Lady Hawks will get it inside. Lozano hands it off. Top of the key, it goes to Guevara, and she'll travel. The projection is, again, we've got multiple cameras. We've got some announcers in place now that are going to start being part of this mix. And we're going to continue to increase the number of games we're covering and increase the tournaments. We would have loved to have been at Zapata, for instance, yesterday, today, and tomorrow to cover the boys' action at the same time we're covering this tournament. That's we're putting that in place. There's a turnover and then a foul called. So the realistic number, when you factor in all of the other sports we're covering, for 2018, Rio Sports Live should have over 1,000 games live here in the Rio Grande Valley. Let that sink in, my friends. 1,000 games. That's a realistic number to put out there on what we're capable of broadcasting, on what we currently have. Now, if we grow a little bigger, which is what my hopes are, who knows? But right now, here comes Will Banks for the Lady Bulldogs. To the right side, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Harlingen South. Lady Hawks have it with a 6-point lead, and here comes Guevara. 3-on-1, dishes off right side. Shot no good. Guevara gets a rebound, turns around, shot it, missed it, and Sines gets a rebound. And what a tremendous job that time by Celeste Sines, handling it on 1 against 3 defensively. Here's Gamino. Gamino gets fouled. You go back to that, the Harlingen South Lady Hawks just then had a 3-on-1, and Sines right in the middle. You always teach your players to try to stay with the ball as long as possible, but don't overcommit, allowing a pass to either wing. Sines did that about as good as you can, and then made sure she blocked out for the rebound. So often you'll see a defender back there on a 1-on-3, and they'll do a good job of staying back and not committing to the pass, but then they'll just look up when the shot goes up. In this case, she blocked out, got the rebound, and moved on. 6:22 remaining. Substitutions in the game for Harlingen South. Back in the game, Dolores Mendoza, and Guevara checks back in. Lady Bulldog ball. On the dribble, it's a pass inside to Sines, and that's easy. Celeste Sines with the bucket. For Celeste, she's got 6 points. We've got a 4-point game. This is as close as it's been in a while. Harlingen South ball, needing a bucket. Guevara, guarded by Wilbanks. Gives it up to Mendoza. Mendoza forced a shot at the free throw line. That one pinballs out into the hands of Cervantes for the Bulldogs. To Sines, to Camino. Camino has it, fires it ahead to Wilbanks. Wilbanks and a whistle and a travel. Wilbanks got in a little bit of a hurry as she saw that the lanes were opening up. And the turnover gives it back to Harlingen South. Lady Hawks with the lead and the ball. Gonzalez brings it across. Right side, then cuts through. That's a near carry. Ball on the baseline. That shot goes up, and a foul is going to be called on Sines. Stops the clock with 5:29 to go here in this game. That's the 6th foul on the Mackay Bulldogs. This is a shooting foul. And the first one is well short. Next one, also off the mark, missed by Del Angel. 0 for 2 on the trip. Lady Bulldogs, though, will throw it away. Lady Hawks get it back and retain the 4-point lead and the ball. 5:20 to go. There's a steal by Cervantes. Cervantes hands it off. Shot goes no. A travel instead by Wilbanks, and a good recovery defensively that time by Bianca Gonzalez of Harlingen South. Didn't give up after the turnover, got back and played defense and got the ball right back. 5:10 remaining in this game. Lady Hawks with the ball, leading by 4. On the dribble is Mendoza, and there's a foul away from the ball. And that's going to be called on Guevara, setting an off-ball screen. And Aaliyah Guevara just picked up her 4th foul. 4:58 remaining in this game. Mackay ball in the backcourt. Here comes Wilbanks. Wilbanks across the timeline. Takes it, tries to dish it off to Sines, and it's taken away. Stolen by Bianca Gonzalez. Ahead of the pack to Mendoza. Mendoza from the right side, lays it up, missed it. Rebound taken down by Guevara. Guevara has it taken away by Gamino. Gamino racing into the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. Lays it up, made it. Wave it off. wave it off because they'll call a blocking foul on Serena Cervantes, trying to help free up some room. So that point does not count. 4:34 to go in the game. If the Hawks can get a bucket after that, that's big, and there it is. Way up good by Ashley Jo Garcia. That is huge. That went from what would have been a 2-point game to now a 6-point game. It's a 2-possession game nonetheless, but that was a big switch in momentum. Now on the dribble, Gamino hands it off. Banker goes up and in, quickly made by Demarius Giannis. There's a good answer for the Lady Bulldogs. Now the Lady Hawks have it. We're at the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter and a timeout call by Harlingen South. Who wins this one? Back after this. We'll find out on Real Sports Live.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Flooring Department has everything, with the largest in-stock selection in the Valley. You can find vinyl and ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, and vinyl flooring all under one roof. Our flooring experts can help you figure out what works best for you and your budget. Walk out with your floor that same day or get it delivered anywhere in the Valley the next day. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolio.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this week?
Back here, Mac High Lady Bulldogs talking things over, trying to scheme up how they can come back in this game. Down 4 here in the fourth quarter, and 4s are kind of wild here. 4 minutes left. Lady Bulldogs have scored 4 points, and they trail by 4 points. Meanwhile, it's Harlingen South basketball as we resume play. Lady Hawks have led since the first quarter and haven't let go of that lead. It's been trimmed. It's been extended and then trimmed. And now a steal by Wilbanks. Wilbanks have it. Brings it across for the Lady Bulldogs. Aubrey Gonzalez now in the game. Hands it off to Wilbanks. Attacks, gets it over to Signs. There's a long jumper that's no good. Offensive rebound by Gonzalez. Rolls out in the hands of Wilbanks. Sets it up again. 3:49 to go. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it on the floor with the left hand. Hands it off to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with 3:32 to go. Attacks, spins in the lane. Lobs it up near the goal and banks it in. Heaven Wilbanks gets that one to go. 2-point game. Here come the Lady Hawks. Guevara dribbles it against Wilbanks. 3:16 to go in the game. There's a carry. Or is it a timeout first? Timeout called by the Lady Hawks. That was near a turnover. 2-point game. Lady Hawks still lead. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Back here, the Lady Hawks break out of the huddle first as we get ready to resume play here in the fourth quarter of a 2-point game. It'll be Harlingen South basketball trying to go 2-0 in pool play on day 1 here at the House of Pain tournament at McAllen Memorial. 3:13 remaining. Inbound play coming up for the Lady Hawks, and they'll get it into Bianca Gonzalez. Gonzalez has it nearly stolen. It is taken away by Cervantes. Cervantes hands it off to Giannis. Giannis to Wilbanks. Wilbanks brings it in the front court. Handles it with 3 minutes left. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Wilbanks from the free throw line. Pulls the trigger for the tie. That one won't go. Rebound taken down by Guevara for the Lady Hawks. They protected the lead yet again. Guevara down that right sideline and knocks it out of bounds off of her last. Turnover gives it back to Mac High. Here comes Gamino back in the game. She had checked out for just a little bit. 2:48 remaining. Mac High ball. Here comes Wilbanks across the timeline. Looking for a tie, or if they pull the trigger on a three, they could take the lead. Gamino's hit a three. She wants a three here. Missed that one. Rebound. Harlingen South secures it. Ashley Jo Garcia with that board. Here's Bianca Gonzalez handing it off to Mendoza. Mendoza with 2:25 to go. To the blocks, cuts through, and a foul call. Del Angel was fouled. And she'll go to the line. 2 shots coming up for Cameron Del Angel. And that'll be the 5th foul on Celeste Signs. Signs exits the game after he scored 6 points. Del Angel at the line. First one rolls in. She had struggled before that. She was 1 for 6, now 2 of 7, but that was a big one. Here's a bigger one that can take it to a 2-possession lead for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. Splash that home too. Del Angel has 7 points. That's good enough for the team lead in that department. 4-point game. Camino hands it off. On the drive, that shot's blocked out of there by Del Angel. Long pass out ahead, though, is too far, and Cervantes tracks it down for Mac High. Back in the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. To the right side, here's a quick jumper on the way that rims out. Missed by Gonzalez. Rebound again in the back court by the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Into the front court, Mendoza. Mendoza dribbles away from traffic with 1:49 to go. Now they force it in on the blocks. It's picked up by Del Angel, put it up and in. It was nearly stolen, but Del Angel stuck with it and kissed it off the glass. She's got 9. 6-point game. Critical possession right here for Mac High. With 1:34 left in this ball game. Wilbanks has it on the dribble. Clear out for her, gets it to Gamino. Gamino puts it on the floor, splits a double team. Shot it off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound in the paint, loose. Picked up on the ground by Cervantes. Cervantes to Gamino. 1:17 to go. Gamino on the dribble. Takes it into traffic, tried to dish it off. It was stolen by Del Angel, and what a couple of minutes down the stretch by Cameron Del Angel. She made some big free throws, got a huge block shot, made a basket, and now gets this rebound and gets back to the free throw line. 1:10 left here in this game. Del Angel. This is a 1-and-1. Misses it. Rebound by Mac High. Aubrey Gonzalez got that board. Now Gamino brings it front court. This is where they miss Signs. Any shots that go up, they had a chance for an offensive rebound. That one goes up and in, and a foul. Heaven Wilbanks put it in, and she'll get to the line. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Aaliyah Guevara. Guevara exits the game after scoring 7 points. Wilbanks at the line, where today she's 2 of 4. This could cut it back to a 1-possession game with a made free throw here. And she did. 58 seconds left. Harlingen South will see full court pressure. They'll throw over the top of that. Get it in the hands of Ambrose. Ambrose is going to be guarded by Wilbanks. Not given much room at all. Near a 5-second call, and they're going to call a hand check on Wilbanks. Wilbanks was trying everything she could to stick close enough to Ambrose to get a 5-second call. She'll be called for the foul. And free throws coming up for Jamie Ambrose. That's the 2nd foul of the game on Wilbanks. Ambrose at the line. Hasn't been there yet today. 2 shots now. First one no good. That was the 10th team foul on Mac High. So 2 free throws down the stretch from here on for Harlingen South. Anyone gets to the line. Next one for Man Breeze. Looking for her 6th point of the game. Got that. It's important. It takes it back to a 2-possession game. 4 points separate the teams, and here comes Gamino. Gamino in the front court. Swings it out to Wilbanks. Wilbanks makes a move, sealed back off. Gets it back to Gamino. Makes a quick move into the paint, tried to dish it off, and got fouled first. And that'll stop the clock with 39 seconds left. And if Gamino can knock down 2 free throws, we'll have a 2-point game. She hasn't shot any free throws yet today. This is a 1-and-1. Misses it. Rebound taken down by Harlingen South. Bianca Gonzalez got the board. Now they go it in the front court to Mendoza. Mendoza weaves away. 30 seconds left in this ball game. Harlingen South up by 4. Mendoza on the dribble. Guarded on top by Gamino. Nearly lost it. Has to pick it up. And a timeout called by Harlingen South. Lady Hawks 20 seconds away from winning this. Lead by 4. Back after this on Rio Sports Live.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Now we're back here. Harlingen South still in their huddle. They break out. The Lady Hawks lead by 4. 20 seconds left in this ball game. It'll be their ball. Out of bounds near the midcourt stripe. And they'll throw the ball in on the sideline. Dribbling away is Mendoza. Time going away. 13 seconds to go. Mendoza makes a move. Dribbles away from traffic yet again. Now they come out to try to foul her, and they finally will. But it comes with 5.8 seconds left in this game. That'll be 2 shots coming up for Mendoza. Mendoza on the game, 1 of 2 from the line. First one coming up. Good. 5-point game. Regardless if she makes this or not, it's still just a 2-possession game. Just changes the complexion to 3-pointers needed. But a lot of time went off that clock after that timeout. Makes them both. 6-point lead. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Gamino gets it to Cervantes. Cervantes has it poked away, and that's it. Harlingen South secures the win and goes to 2-0 in pool play. They knock off the Lady Bulldogs of Mac High. 39-33. They led throughout this game. They were tested. They come away with a victory. Leading scorers in this ball game for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. Cameron Del Angel finishes with 9 points. 7 points for Aaliyah Guevara, 6 apiece for Jamie Ambrose and Ashley Jo Garcia. For the Lady Bulldogs, just 4 players scored, period. Heaven Wilbanks had 11 points to lead the way. Alex Gamino finished with 10. 6 points for Celeste Sines and Demarius Giannis. That was it. Final score, 39-33. Lady Hawks win. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. One more game coming up. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be McAllen Memorial taking on Laredo LBJ. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling. So long for a while.